Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's your boy, Tyler McVicker. How you guys doing today? Hi. How you doing? So, just got the video out, the Team Fortress 2 Something is Coming Maybe video that I've been working on for about a week and a half, in actual deep production. Yeah, I'm really proud of it. It's probably my best report so far. We're going to watch it together. I'm going to give a bit of developer commentary on it, talk about bits I cut, talk about bits I couldn't put in because of verification issues, stuff like that. And I'm very excited about it. I haven't announced it on the Discord or Twitter yet because we changed the thumbnail at the last minute. I wasn't happy with the thumbnail we were using because it was kind of clickbaity. And so I'm not announcing it until the embed of the thumbnail changes from my old placeholder thumbnail to the one that I had made by Spizzy this morning. So drink water. All right. So with that said, I would really appreciate if you could give the video a like on your own. That'd be cool. That'd be great if you could. Because we're about to watch it as a group, and this is probably going to lose out on some views and some likes and stuff, but I'd really appreciate it if you could watch it on your own time. Let's pull up the video file. Where did I render it to? So I actually had to render this one... Oh, there it is. I had to render this... That's not it. I had to render this one in 720p, because of some massive Vegas crashing issues I was running into with the render. Yeah, Electra hates it when I wear my gamer glasses, but during my birthday live stream a couple of days ago, she told me I couldn't wear them because I look like a mob boss. Like that's an insult. But then I had a migraine the whole night. Yeah. Lights and computer screens and everything. I'm on computers like every day, all day, every day, especially during the pandemic. I need these. These are great. Anyways, let's take a look at this video. I'm going to start and stop a bunch of times to inform you guys on stuff. All right. So yeah, this video's working title was TF2's 9 Circles of Hell. I decided very early that the 9 Circles of Hell gag should be a reveal and not like a packaging thing, because some people might actually think that I'm just trying to just shit on the game, whereas if you actually watch the report, not doing that. So yeah, it was originally there's 8 circles though. Yeah, okay, well, we'll watch the video.
Let's get the disappointing stuff out of the way. Not only is there not information to point towards TF2 getting a port to Source 2, the 7th comic.
Okay, yeah, so immediately upon starting work on this video, I knew that we needed to get the shit out of the way up front, because I know that there are a lot of people, journalists included, who you know, just kind of shit, like they don't watch a whole report, they just kind of look for the general overview of what they're looking at, and then that's it. You know what I mean? So you just up front, it's like, no, it's not the heavy update. No, it's not Comic 7. No, it's not Source 2, but we can still have fun. You know what I mean?
Issue releasing, or a true successor to Jungle Inferno, there's actually information that suggests it's not happening. Let me also...
I don't know if that line makes as much sense as I thought it did. What I'm saying is, not only is there not information pointing towards it, there's information pointing against it.
So preface this with the fact that Valve will probably, and I stress the word probably, never say Team Fortress 2 is officially done. It would be terrible for not only them, but also the community around it.
What timeline has Comic 7 releasing? Not this one.
My latest Citadel report and how Valve accidentally shipped a...
Oh yeah, that line Coolman wrote.
First, let's discuss them officially...
This line with Dave and Ito on screen.
It would be terrible for not only them, but
I just realized I misspelled Ito. I just now realized I misspelled Ito's name. It's not EDO, it's IDO. Motherfucker.
Probably never say Team Fortress 2 is officially done. It would be terrible for not only them, but also the community around it. So, first, let's discuss my latest Citadel report and how Valve accidentally shipped a file detailing all
He's
in
gonna
development
kill me.
Source 2 projects' abilities to record new types of demos. Team Fortress 2 was not listed. Out of every single Valve in development project, TF2 was not one of them.
That's the same thing with like Alden Kroll from the Steam team, who I also interviewed that day. I've called him Aiden Kroll for years, and he DM'd me on Twitter one day and was like, "Hey, yeah, it's Alden." I'm like, "Oh fuck."
Next, TF2 comic issue 7 has not been in the works for years. Jay Pinkerton, the co-writer of the comics, said on Twitter, quote, "So hopefully issue 7 eventually comes out. If not, I'll happily get around the campfire and tell you all the plot," end quote. McAney, a lead artist on the comics, said on Tumblr, quote, "I should..."
That piece of art was what got her hired, by the way.
A lead artist on the comics said on Tumblr, quote, "I should catch up with a post. Basically, I've been around just as much. I just haven't been doing much art to upload here. My shitpost meme reblog Tumblr has been as active as it's always been. Mostly been doing lots of for-work drawing and not a lot of non-work drawing. I moved to the Dota team about a year ago and have been doing a lot of different stuff for them. So if you follow Dota at all, you've probably actually seen lots of my art over the past year. As for a heavy update-sized major content dump, well, we should just start talking about what I've learned regarding the Team Fortress franchise. Since this information is positive for Team Fortress fans, I figure we could have some relatable fun and structure both the information and what it's like to be a Team Fortress fan into categories. I present to you the relatable and incredibly fun Team Fortress 2's 9 Circles of Hell. Inexplicably, 2020 has been the best growth year for Team Fortress 2 since its launch, consistently beating its old player numbers out month over month.
Big Slap Joey Big Nuts helped me write this bit, by the way.
At over 100,000 concurrent players a day, the reason for the game's recent explosion in play is confusing. I do not know if this number is inflated by bots. I also don't know if the YouTube algorithm's love for the franchise has anything to do with the growth, but it is real. YouTube loves TF2 and recommends Team Fortress videos far more frequently than any other.
Has anybody else been recommended this non-gamer meets the team thing? This woman reacting to the TF2 stuff? It's all, like, what the fuck?
A phenomenon I and others have spoken with have experienced. But either way, TF2's numbers didn't actually start boosting when the pandemic started. It actually began in December of 2019 and then basically jumped 10K month on month throughout all of 2020. That said, in the midst of this massive growth, Valve is up against a very unique situation with players. Most competitive games face issues with cheaters. It's just part of life. Valve is known for dealing with these types of players in novel and productive ways. However, Team Fortress 2 does not have a cheating problem.
Literally, all this footage of Catbot users was the day I didn't plan on searching for this. I didn't spend very long looking for hackers. This was the first game, like when I was going to record footage for this video, the first game I matched into was the 2 Fort match. The second game I matched into was the Badlands match. The first 4 matches that I played recording footage for this video had bots.
It has an automatic player problem. Simply put, there are groups of programmers who create software used to control hundreds of automated Team Fortress 2 accounts. These accounts log into matches, control characters, and aim hack all vulnerable players on a server. This is not the expected situation of a player turning on aimbot to farm easy kills. These are hundreds of in-game characters being controlled by a single piece of software with little, if any, human interaction. It exists purely to make the game unplayable. This has become a larger problem as time progressed through 2020, gaining mainstream media attention once these bots started gaining the ability to take over in-game chat, rename all players on a server, abuse spray mechanics, and God forbid, use voice chat. All while being overly racist, homophobic, transphobic, and sexist, all for shock value. This is terrible optics for Valve. Their free cartoon-style game that YouTube loves, which has started exploding with players, is filled with these problematic automated accounts made with the sole purpose of making the...
I love that articles use the MVM banner. Turn off the bots, Tyler. Everyone knows you're involved. I don't know if you're memeing or not, but I think I am going to time you out for a little bit.
Game unfun and appear kinda hateful. The people behind these bots openly mock Valve, knowing full well that most of the company does not care. The programs used to operate these bots are open sourced and hosted publicly on GitHub. Valve could download the software right now and learn exactly how they work, but as of writing, doesn't seem like they've done that.
Okay, I really contemplated showing, like, I thought for a long time showing the CatBot GitHub picture, this CatHook GitHub picture, because I didn't want to, like, give them free advertising or anything, but at the same time, I feel like I need to back up the claim that, yeah, this is all open source, this is all just hosted on GitHub right now. And, well, this is GitLab, yeah, but, so the thing is, like, I wrote that line of, like, it's open source, Valve could take care of it, like, today. That was one of the first things I wrote for this video, and I sent it to everybody and waited for somebody to explain to me that that wasn't the case because it sounded fucking stupid, right? Like, the reality of the situation sounds so dumb. Like, hey, these people exist and they host their stuff publicly. You can download their software, the source code for their software, and see exactly how it works. But it seems like Valve doesn't give a shit. I wrote that, and I sent it to Master Comms of Team Config 2, Team Comtress 2, in the Master Config, and I sent it to Eon Dynamo of Team Deathmatch Classic, and I sent it to Postal, the guy who's making Jabroni Brawl, and was like, "Is this right? This sounds stupid. This sounds stupid." They're like, "Yeah, it's right." Fuck. That sucks.
Publicly on GitHub. Valve could download the software right now and learn exactly how they work, but as of writing, doesn't seem like they've done that.
Alright, so that was the very first, that was like that joke is the reason why this video was made.
Valve could download the software right now and learn exactly how they work, but as of writing, doesn't seem like they've done that.
Okay, press 1 if you get the joke. Press 1 if you press 1 if you get the joke. Press 2 if you don't get the joke. When I say the boards, I'm talking about Team Fortress 2 message boards, like r/TF2, like r/TF2, TF2G, Knockout, you know, like places of conversation where Team Fortress 2 happens. And instead of writing a bit about it, I was just like, it's hell.
GitHub.
Like, it is
Valve
actually
could download
hell.
the software right now and learn exactly how they work, but as of writing, doesn't seem like they've done that. YouTube loves Team Fortress 2, and people are starting to learn. Over time, the big-name creators working within the TF space have changed over, and viewers could like...
Yo.
Press 1. Also, here's $3.
Thank you.
Also, second test results is delayed till tomorrow.
Oh, I was worried about you, actually. Electra and I were talking about you last night. That sucks, man. No, yeah. Any news on Master Config, the GitHub page? What you're actually talking about is Team Comtress 2. I had a bit written about Team Comtress 2 in this video, and she requested it was removed. Not because, like, it's, like, has any problems or anything, but because there's, like, there's some things that are going on behind the scenes that I don't think she wanted me to fuck up, so.
Separate these creators into generations. That said, the work being done with Source Filmmaker, live commentaries, video essays, fan art, and other creative communities is the single best thing that exists today for Team Fortress.
Shout out to King
And
Fabito.
thanks to the algorithm's love for the content, there
If Valve counters CatHook, new bots will just be made. I
is
say
financial
that,
incentive to be making the content for the game. I'm not kidding. If you are a content creator, take a look at Team Fortress 2. If you're a viewer, I would really appreciate hearing how often your recommended TF2 related to other games that you're interested in. It really seems like if you make TF2 content, YouTube will
Lining up
tell.
Team King Fabito?
everyone.
Hell yeah.
We live in a world where Valve will put almost no effort into Team Fortress 2, yet
Checking out that thing, the code for hook is pretty shitty. What the fuck did you idea? What did you think? The idea of TF2 or Source Games getting Apple Silicon is just silly. The one guy that would have done it was fired, so yeah.
Hundreds, if not thousands, of creators will work tirelessly to create free assets for Valve to use at any time. The Team Fortress 2 workshop was originally set up due to many of the original Team Fortress artists moving on to Dota 2 in the early half of this decade. Valve needed a way to generate art for their updates, thus the workshop was born. And people pour their entire creative souls into some of this UGC.
Nice to catch a stream. Thank you very much for hanging out.
Due to the last
I'm doing dev commentary on my video.
Years of Valve-supported TF2 updates almost always lacking maps, mappers have slowed down dramatically. Most of the new content one will find on the
Source 2 doesn't work on Apple Silicon even. They added some checks for Rosetta 2, but that's it. When you say they, do you mean Valve added checks for Rosetta? Yeah, again, the Apple heart, like the people that... There's a guy that worked at Valve that is the only reason why things like Underlords run on iOS devices that was fired, who now works at Apple, ironically.
The workshop is hats, unusual effects, taunts.
I was in a Dota 2 update. Thank you very much for letting me know. I didn't know that.
And sometimes war paints.
Well, actually, yeah. Because it runs on iOS.
It wasn't even until a few months ago that the idea of new maps being added into Team Fortress was a reality. However, even then, the people who make decisions appear to be picking maps almost...
This is a joke, by the way. There is a joke going on here. Press 1 if you got it, and be honest, because this is supposed to be hard to get on purpose.
At random, and seemingly with face value, with an obvious lack of testing. Real talk, Whatville would not have been added if Valve had conducted a single playtest, or even just reviewed the map. I hope...
Alright, somebody explain to me what the joke is here. Somebody explain what we're looking at. Reno will probably get it. Okay, so... Yeah, there it is. There it is. Bacon Bits got it. So, okay, this is Plutonia. I'm playing Project Brutality, but the map I'm on is level 1
away from
Congo
maps,
from Plutonia. Not this is Congo. Wait, I don't remember. This is level 1 from Dario Casali's released Doom game from the mid-90s. Dario Casali was the person that picked all the maps for TF2. So, instead of saying his name directly, I'm like kind of like subtly shouting him out, you know.
Life into Team Fortress than just hats and taunts. Valve does not maintain their game proportionately.
Also, somehow MapLab's got Dario to judge their next contest. MapLab's got a Valve employee to judge their fucking mapping competition, this next one. Jesus Christ, fucking cool. I mean, I'll say Dario's one of the cooler ones, but still, fucking cool.
The money that it pulls in and the players that it attracts. When it became obvious that Valve had put all work on major...
Oh, they got Jeep for the Portal one in April. The one that hasn't happened yet. Oh, I forgot about that. They got Jeep Barnett. What? Fuck.
You mentioned that Valve employees watch your videos, but do you feel like your words ever had any effect on their decisions, or does it just fall on deaf ears?
It's not me to be able to call. They would have to say something publicly, and they would never, ever, ever do that. So I can't comfortably say anything. Yeah, the Portal 2 comp has a Valve employee Jeep, which is funny because it would be way more thematically appropriate if it was a Portal 1 competition, because Jeep didn't have as much to do with Portal 2. But whatever. Alright, I'll be right back. I have to make sure Electra's awake because she has an exam to take. So I'll be right back.
Nice.
Oh shit, 12 months, wow.
Board Stalker, thank you very much. Electra's awake, okay. Yeah, Electra's studying to be a high school teacher, and she has an exam today for that. Wanted to make sure she was awake for that. What up, it's your boy, Tyler McVicker. How you guys doing today? We're doing developer commentary on the video I just put out, so let's watch it.
Updates on hold, community organizations really stepped up to pick up the slack. RGL took up the mantle of becoming the best place to learn and experience the competitive side of Team Fortress. Potato TF showed the player base that Man vs. Machine has so much more potential that Valve will likely never realize officially. Creators.tf showed that enclosed server ecosystems...
That's the only Creators.tf mentioned in the entire video. People thought this whole thing was about that. It ain't.
Can do what Valve didn't with official casual modes, and that isn't even bringing up the total conversions. TF2 has mods, huge mods that many don't even realize exist. Open Fortress introduces deathmatch.
Sorry, Open Fortress. Again, sorry.
And many variants along with DM-related weapons and maps. Team Fortress 2 Classic riffs on the original design mechanics of beta TF2 while introducing features left in Team Fortress Classic, such as VIP. Pre-Fortress 2 aims to recreate the state of the game from over a year before ship, bringing back cut features and weapons such as unique class grenades, the nail gun, the tranquilizer gun, and a lot more. Lambda Fortress allows users to play through the Half-Life series cooperatively.
Yo, thanks for the $2 on Patreon, Victor.
As the Team Fortress 2 mercs, and so much more. There were ongoing rumors and talks regarding community updates returning, inspired by Left 4 Dead 2's very successful Last Stand update. However, it appears that these talks, at least for the time being, have fallen through. There were...
So, literally this morning, I got information on the contrary for that statement.
At least at the time of writing, two different teams preparing and negotiating pitches for these updates, only for this conversation to cease entirely due to those working on them moving on to a much larger project. Ever since Valve announced Half-Life Alyx, they have been far more comfortable with their IPs. They went from
You'll probably see something this year. Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
Holy!
another guy named Victor with $2 on Patreon. Thank you. No, yeah, there's some community stuff happening. It's really cool.
Ever discussing Half-Life in public to licensing out their characters for games every few months. And Team Fortress is no different. Last year, the mercs got costumes in Fall Guys, and now there are multiple conversations and negotiations to create entire games using the Team Fortress IP. Multiple third parties and multiple entire games.
Yep. Oh, what the fuck did I just do? So that's the first big cool statement that I've been holding on to for a while. Do you have any questions or? Because there's some, oh shit, Amber Alert. That's not good. Pray for them.
Not
which studios? I obviously can't say that. Details, I don't have any.
Not much is known about what these titles will entail, or if Valve will even go through with these deals. However, they are known to read the conversation on their own topics. So, maybe a comment or two would probably be seen, if, you know, you have anything to say about that.
Is it like Bridge Constructor? It could be.
Okay, Jungle Inferno was really cool. And ever since, we've seen about 4 cosmetic cases a year. On average, released like clockwork. Spring, summer, fall, winter, cases seem to drop every year, and there have always been about one person to thank for that. However, this pattern changed last Scream Fortress with a massive meta-changing update to Manpower. This update seemed to be larger than expected, and the community was
And again, because the update was due to Dario Casali's involvement, we go back to Plutonia footage.
happy, albeit confused. Then to everyone's surprise, Smithsmiths had maps pushed within its update for the first
Anything on Valve making console mobile games anymore? Console, no. Mobile, yes.
time in 13 years. There is a new person to thank for all of this. However, I hope that this person, again, is more willing to test the maps before they go out.
Shout out to
These
Dario.
seasonal events are here to stay for the rest of time,
Yep.
and we are going to be getting one within a few months. That
Few
said,
weeks
if
even.
anyone who throws these events together is listening, please utilize the contractor again.
Yeah.
It's an
Yeah.
amazing modular
Please.
system created to support easy updates.
Please.
And it's only ever used with Scream Fortress, and they're the same contracts every year. Please
Yeah.
use the contractor.
Please.
Everyone, say it with me. Spring, summer, Scream Fortress,
summer,
Smithsmiths,
Scream
spring,
Fortress,
summer,
Smithsmiths,
Scream Fortress,
Scream.
Smithsmiths, spring, summer, Scream Fortress, Smithsmiths, spring, summer, Scream Fortress.
Would you consider
I
yourself
seem-
an outsider to the TF2 community? No. I consider myself a divisive figure in the TF2 community because there are dumbasses that think I'm behind the bots.
Inferno is a meme, and the heavy update is vaporware. The idea
mod I'm
of
playing
a
is
truly
Project
major
Brutality.
content update died when the Space Throwback update was canned in 2019, when everyone realized that Jungle Inferno underperformed and Half-Life Alyx needed to get finished.
Was the title not
That
specifying
said,
Team Fortress 2 intentional? Yes.
COVID. Gabe Newell has stated
Yes.
on the record 3 times so far that Valve is working under quote-unquote depressed productivity. Practically speaking, this means Valve is getting like a fourth of what they would be getting done if they could all just work in their offices again.
Yep.
And here's the thing. Everyone is working on something that already existed before the work from home orders started. CSGO, Dota 2, Steam, Citadel, Artifact, SteamOS, and somehow Team Fortress 2. That said, it has come to my attention that a few have done the unthinkable. They have started
What kind of Team
work on
Fortress
a
2 IP game would you want? One that's still a first-person shooter, but different. Like experiments with the formula, maybe for single player, maybe not using the mercs, but still multiplayer in some way. I don't know.
decently sized Team Fortress 2
Yeah,
update
SteamOS
that seems to
is
be
back
the
in
pet
development.
project of
It's
a few
crazy.
attempting to pass the time before the real work can restart once the pandemic is over. Let me be clear. This is not the heavy update. This is not anything the size of Jungle Inferno. Instead, it's something that breaks the mold of the monotony seen in the last few years, and it comes with a few welcome changes. First, Team Fortress 2 will
I'm
likely be
exclusively
getting
an FPS
2
player.
new
Absolutely
systems,
not.
Overwatch
I play
and
everything.
Trust Factor.
FPS
With the
is
botting
just some of
problem
my
being as
favorite shit.
prevalent and well known as it is, someone needs to use the tools to fight back, and these are a good start. Valve has gone on record saying they want to use CSGO's Trust Factor in as many games as possible, and Dota 2 just got the Overwatch system.
Yeah.
Both of these are
So,
great fits for TF2.
If they introduce Overwatch or Trust Factor, VACnet would also work. But I didn't say that because I don't have information that specifically mentions VACnet. Yeah, but, you know, just as possible because it kind of coincides with the systems.
Too, and it seems they will be getting them.
And my cat's in
eventually.
heat. I
These
couldn't
won't
get him to
fix
shut
the
up,
problem,
so
though.
sorry.
Combating bad actors is a perpetual back and forth that Valve likely doesn't have the energy to continue for long. However, it stands to reason that these are a good start, and we're likely going to be getting them. A decent chunk of creative content is coming our way, and I will be providing more details on the balance fixes, changes to casual, changes to community servers, and a bunch of other things it seems like Valve is finally putting some effort in within the coming months. Oh boy. Valve loves the Team
Oh
Fortress.
boy.
They want to do something with it that isn't the same thing they have always been working with on and off for nearly 14 years. Citadel, Valve's upcoming VRPC crossplay game, is known to utilize the Half-Life IP. However, a few pieces of information that have always clouded the idea of it being a Half-Life fact have always existed. When doing research for Citadel, just as many people claimed that Valve would be theming the game around Team Fortress, specifically man versus machine.
Yep.
However, evidence later suggested that it really was Half-Life, and we all just continued working.
Yep.
New information suggests that they're both correct.
Yep.
Citadel may be Valve's Super Smash Bros., a crossover of the company's IP. The instanced, competitive, cooperative nature of the game allows itself not to adhere to any one canon or any canon at all. Rumors have been flying around suggesting that future updates to Citadel, which are planned to be a games-as-a-service model to begin with, will include theming from Valve's other franchises.
What I'm saying
said,
there is that the other theming A, might not happen, and B, wouldn't happen until future updates anyways, so.
There are difficulties, most related to rendering the many different styles of the game simultaneously, and the general fact that you would likely need to remake many of the existing assets in order to make it reasonable. Work that would only be completed if there were plans for other projects within those franchises. Huh.
Alright, so, yeah, that was a week and a half of my life. Right there. Had a lot of fun making that video. I'm ready to move on from that video, thank God. We got a trade offer from Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. You are a treasure to the community. Thank you for being you, from James. I thought you were Jesus. Exclamation point trade in the chat if you want to be able to send your own. Yeah, so we're going to play some TF2. My next video is going to be about Doom Eternal, the future of the Doom franchise, and Doom Eternal, the Ancient Gods Part 2. Very excited about that. So let's log into TF2, shall we? I'm going to turn my heater down. But yeah, I'm super happy with how that video turned out. I'm super happy about just, you know, how the rebrand has been going. Loud. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna. My cats are asleep. I'm not gonna wake my cats up just for a meme. Why isn't it showing the game? That's annoying. All right, we'll do display capture then. All right. I'm gonna just warm up for a minute and see what happens. We're gonna probably play on creator servers. How you doing? I'm doing really well, actually. I'm probably the most fulfilled I've ever been in my professional career thus far. The rebrand. The rebrand has been really great. Have y'all watched Remy's? I've seen pretty much everything related to the Frontier. I'm still talking to them, TG Spy and all them. The Frontier is just such a sad situation. Forgot about the Ancient Gods. Hopefully we'll hear something about Part 2 in the coming months. Legally, you need to hear something about the Ancient Gods within the next month and a half. Because they sold everybody on a year one pass with the 2 DLCs. So there is a contract in that purchase that they will be supplying a product by the 1 year mark of the game's release. So bought a new video card, works fine now. Hey Gabe, which hello Maxim. What card did you end up getting? No, yeah, there's the Hugo streams giving info early. I'm learning how to data mine the newest version of id Tech to try and find information on that front. I guess we're playing on Turbine. Will CSGO ever get a sequel? It's the same kind of question as TF2. Thank you. Hey, good night, man. Yeah, I was just super excited to wake up today because I had been working on like actual in-productions. Like whenever I say I've been working on a video for like a year or whatever, that means I've been chasing a story, right? We all understand that you bought a 3070 for $1,200? Fuck that. Bit of a lurker, I want to say I love your work. Best from Ireland. Thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you very much for, you know. Yeah, I mean, look, Gabe Follower needed it. I think it, like, what happened? Like, your water cooling exploded? Yeah, back in, like, September, I think. Why aren't I using the other mic? It's just whatever, man. It's whenever I feel like it. I don't like having that big-ass mic in front of me all the time. I love the freedom that this allows, but at the same time, I understand that the, you know, the sound quality isn't as good. Yeah, You flooded the... Yeah, so back in whatever, October, like, y'all gave me the $800 or $700 for a 3080. Like I'm ever gonna get one at retail value. But I've had that, that amount in a savings account like this entire time. Does Valve crunch? No. No. Not like CD Projekt Red or, you know, any of the problematic crunch studios. No, not at all. Say whatever you want about Valve. They're very problematic. They do not crunch. Not at all. Do you think the CD Projekt Red thing is real? I do. Why the fuck would they fake that? I do think that that's real. I think it's fucking stupid. And I know just how dumb people can be on the internet like that. But no, that totally sounds like something that would happen. I'm not a massive CD Projekt Red fan. And, you know, this is like the shitty side of the gaming community, you know. This is the best soundtrack for 2000 to 2010 games. What? If it is a PR stunt, then holy shit. Like, they are out of touch as fuck. What's your rocket launcher skin? It's the Nuka-Cola skin. Do you think Doom killed Quake? No. If what you're asking me, do I think Doom Eternal killed Quake Champions? No, no one was playing Quake Champions anyways. I love Quake Champions. No one plays it. So, it's on Twitter. CD Projekt Red is claiming that somebody is holding their data hostage. They, like, hacked into their computer and got a hold of, like, everything. A pretty massive security breach. And instead of giving in to their ransom demands, they just publicly announced it. Sup, Tyler, I love your channel rebranding. Thank you for the support. Thank you. No, yeah, they showed the note on Twitter. It's like, whatever, man. Like, yeah, you gotta show proof when that kind of stuff happens. And yeah, the people that pull that kind of stuff are usually that, you know, dumb with how they communicate. Yeah, that is definitely on brand. Yeah, and they're claiming to have the source code for everything, and including unreleased projects and stuff, which is cool, but like, this isn't the way to go about doing this, like, at all. Like, you can be pissed at CD Projekt Red for a lot of reasons, but this is bad. If the source code leaks, maybe we'll get the game fixed sooner. That is true. That is true. You're not lying. Yeah, Cyberpunk was aight, I guess. I mean, if the leaks show that they have been pulling some really shady shit this whole time, then it's a different story. But if it's literally just people that are mad at them and just trying to pull shit for the sake of pulling shit, I don't know about that. Alright, I'm gonna join an empty creators.tf server. Y'all can join. I am joining, let's join Koth Ram Jam Quick Play number 202. The IP to this server will be posted in the Twitch subs chat of my Discord server first. Okie dokie.
Soldier is calling. You got time to look into something for me?
Yeah, so this is the creators.tf server. Why is your cat so loud? So, that's the new rescue. Norman Randy. Mr. Randy, as I call him. Electra and I were going on a walk the last day that it was at least decent to walk outside. It was like 36 degrees. And this cat had a messed up paw, worms coming out its ass, and it was freezing. So we were positive that if we hadn't done anything, this cat would have definitely died that night even. And what was amazing is the cat just walked right up to me and just wouldn't stop following me, which I thought was adorable. And it just followed us home. Like, we didn't even have to pick the thing up. It just followed us home. It was so fucking cute. Immediately took it to the vet. And yeah, we're like, it's leukemia and a feline AIDS test, it's cancer test, it came back negative. It did have worms. We're taking care of all that. It's getting neutered soon, which is good because it is spraying everywhere and trying to fuck as much as possible. But no, I love this little guy. He's a great guy. Which means right now we have 3 cats. We're probably not going to keep all 3 of them. We'll probably try and find Norm and Randy a new home in the coming months when the weather gets better. But for the time being, yeah, we have Norm and Randy, Beerus, and Kitty Foreman. And I love my little kitty cats. All 3 of them are rescues from different, like, we just find cats out and about and help them out, get them fixed up. What's your favorite what's your cat's favorite Valve game? Oh, he's a big Left 4 Dead 2 fan. Norman Randy, turns out he fucking loves Left 4 Dead 2. Do you know anything about the Momentum mod? I know that they got a Source Engine license, that's all I know. Does your cat like Half-Life? Beerus loves Half-Life. I don't think he's a big Half-Life fan. Kimberly's mod? Yeah, I think so. I don't remember if Kim has anything to do with Momentum mod. I don't know much about Momentum mod other than I was hearing that they got a license. Did you reset your TF2 hours at some point? I don't fucking know. And to be honest, I don't really care. Momentum mod looks dope. I have it wishlisted. Kim made something else called Momentum, I think. Yeah, I didn't think... I mean, unless you're... I think when you say Kim, are you talking about Ibohars? Yeah, I don't remember that. I don't remember Ibo having anything to do with Momentum, but... I might be wrong, because I haven't been paying attention to the Valve community nearly as much as I used to, because of the rebrand. Yeah, and hopefully, you know, people understand that this TF2 report is very much like, I'm done talking about it for a while. This is everything that I possibly know on the topic. Please stop bothering me about it. I've rebranded. If I know something, I'll tell you something. But, like, that's the purpose of the video. Will there be a video about Back 4 Blood? Yep, it's probably going to be the next 1 or 2 Val videos from now, yeah. When are we getting the Dueling Fireman report? Well, I will be uploading the Dueling Fireman movie from JC with absolutely no context or explanation on Tyler McVicker Extra with JC's permission. Because I thought that would be funny. Hey, Tiber, when will there be TF3? 2023, probably. You know, if Valve's able to stick with it. Which, it's TF3, so they probably won't. When are they releasing Counter-Strike 2? They fired a guy over that. Yeah. I haven't really been involved with Creators.tf lately. I haven't really been paying much attention to it. I do know, though, that there's a massive, massive event coming, like, this month that it's been in development for 1.5 years now. And I saw some of it the other day, and it looks amazing. It looks really fucking good. New creators event this month. Late this month, early next month. It's the biggest one that they've ever shipped by far. By far. Definitely going to be a pretty big video on the topic from me. Because it's... Will anybody else get Source 2 aside from Face Punch? Yep. Looks like it. Is the HP Reverb G2 worth getting? I don't know. Probably not. Get a Quest 2.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
Who? I don't know. I just know that the guy that helped Gary get it is kind of keen on giving it to other people, you know?
We have lost control point.
The mod is essentially all of Source movements into one game. Looks fantastic. I heard Community Edition might get it. Oh, I haven't heard that. I mean, yeah. There's a guy that's worth... there's a guy that apparently is into giving this stuff out. Obviously, I can't share the guy's details or he'll get fucking beamed. But, yeah. Since you're no longer VNN, what company ninjas should we mean about when your internet goes down again? Nintendo, Bethesda, id, Microsoft. Oh, you play Man vs. Machine or Creators TF? Well, then you're gonna fucking love this next update, man. Great job on the report, thank you. Rat.
4, 3, 2, 1. Point is now available for capture.
Is it gonna make their deadline with Ancient Gods? That's a great question. I don't know. That's a question I intend on trying to figure out with the video that I'm doing. Ow. Opinions on Gary Newman, have you ever spoken to him? Oh yeah, he seems alright. Yeah, I mean, he seems fine. It's not like we're close or anything. Do you have any leaks on Breath of the Wild 2? Well, I mean, my report on Breath of the Wild 2 is already on my old Nintendo News Network channel. I will be relocating it. And maybe updating it a little bit. How's your weight loss progress? I'm pretty plateaued right now. I'm at like 223, 225 right now. I didn't weigh myself this morning. But yeah, like, yeah. 45, 50 pounds lost. It's good, but like, it could be better if I wasn't snowed in. And COVID, and still. You were mentioned doing something related to GTA 6. Yeah, I haven't looked into it at all. I just would love to do something on GTA 6. Ow! Rockstar is as secretive as Valve. No, they're not. Nowhere near.
The control point is being captured.
Jesus Christ. Is there something wrong with my game? What the fuck is going on with the character models? If you know where to look, Rockstar is pretty open. Exactly. How many pulls would Heavy have to win to be in Smash? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. mean, Valve is down. Like, Valve would be fine with it, but it's not really the case of if Valve is down for it. It's if Nintendo sees value in it, you know? And I don't know. Why would Rockstar still make anything when GTA Online still prints money? Yeah, I know. Why is Nintendo so good and so bad at the same time? I ask myself that question every damn day. Ow.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Yeah, it's like, does Sakurai give a shit about Team Fortress, you know? Can you define Valve's definition of value? No, because that is subjective and depends on the individual you're speaking to. Have you ever tried out rhythm games like Osu? No. I like Clone Hero. Rhythm Heaven.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
After playing so much Half-Life 1, I wish the shotgun played the original sound. Yeah, I had that thought too. I was wondering why we didn't do that. Might be a licensing problem with the sound effect.
We have secured the control point. Alert! The control point is being captured.
What the fuck is going on with my game? Why does it look like this? When are we getting a Virtual Boy report? Well, I mean, I kind of did one for Virtual Boy WarioWare a while back. That should be relocated too. That one will. Because Virtual Boy Wario Land was supposed to be ported, or remade, excuse me, for the 3DS, and then that company went under. Skip Limited.
We have lost control point. Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Ow. No, yeah, Take-Two is definitely more responsible than Rockstar. I mean, if we wouldn't have had Red Dead 2 at all, if they were completely driven by the money of it, you know? Like, they still made Red Dead 2 in the midst of GTA Online, like, throwing up money every given moment of every day. We lose. Which VR would you recommend if I just want to play Half-Life Alyx and Oculus Quest 2? Alrighty. Well, yeah, I'm bored. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of steam left in the tank in Team Fortress 2 for me right now. Like, that video burnt me out on it a bit because I was just so busy with that video for so long. I hope you guys liked the video. Please share it with your friends. Please tell the shitheads that they're shitheads. Yeah. Oh my god, another Amber Alert. Yeah, so I'm gonna head out. You should play some Brutal Doom if that's allowed on Twitch. Nah. I'm gonna head out. Ugh. Start work on the Doom Eternal video today. Play some games, chill. I probably might stream a little bit later, but it won't be TF2 or anything Valve related, for that matter. We have a trade offer, and then I'm gonna peace out. This one is from that guy. Thanks to the video, Overwatch 2 is TF3. No. Thank you very much. All right, everybody. Love you guys. Peace and hair grease. Talk to y'all later. Adios.